Meet Adam, a 28-year-old teacher earning $45,000 a year. 3 years ago, his financial life looked like this: living paycheck to paycheck, $8,000 in credit card debt, spending $400 monthly on a car payment, and his biggest investment was a savings account earning 0.1% interest. He worked extra hours tutoring just to cover his bills, and the idea of retirement felt like a distant, impossible dream. Fast forward to today. Adam now owns 2 rental properties, generating $1,200 in monthly passive income. He's eliminated all his debt, built a 6-month emergency fund, and is on track to achieve complete financial independence by age 40. His money now works harder than he does, and he sleeps peacefully knowing his financial future is secure. What happened? Did he win the lottery? Received a massive inheritance? Land a 6-figure job? None of those. Adam discovered and applied the principles from one book that changed everything. Here's the thing that will blow your mind. Adam didn't need to earn more money to transform his life. He needed to learn how money actually works. And in the next minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what Adam learned, how he applied it, and how you can start your own transformation today. But first, let me ask you this. Are you tired of working hard for money that seems to disappear as quickly as it arrives? Are you ready to flip the script and make your money work as hard for you as you work for it? Then grab a pen, because what you're about to learn will challenge everything you thought you knew about building wealth. The Tale of Two Dads, Your Financial Foundation. Robert Kiyosaki's story begins with 2 father figures who shaped his understanding of money in completely opposite ways. This isn't just a story about 2 men. It's a story about 2 different financial mindsets that exist in all of us. Poor Dad was Robert's biological father. Highly educated with multiple degrees, he worked in government and believed deeply in the traditional path. Get good grades, find a secure job, work hard, and money will follow. He was responsible, cautious, and always played it safe. Yet, despite his education and steady income, he struggled financially his entire life, living paycheck to paycheck and worrying constantly about money. Rich Dad was his best friend's father. He never finished high school, but he understood something Poor Dad didn't: how to make money work for him instead of working for money. He owned businesses, invested in real estate, and built multiple income streams. While Poor Dad worried about job security, Rich Dad created his own security through financial education and smart investments. The difference in their language revealed everything. Poor Dad would say, "We can't afford that," which shut down possibilities. Rich Dad would ask, "How can we afford that?" which opened up creative solutions. Poor Dad believed in playing it safe and avoiding risk. Rich Dad understood that the biggest risk was not learning how money works. Here's what's fascinating. Both men worked hard, both were intelligent, and both wanted the best for their families. The only difference was their financial education and mindset. And that difference created completely different financial destinies. Now, which dad's voice do you hear in your head when you think about money? Because here's the truth. We all have both voices inside us, and the one we choose to listen to will determine our financial future. Breaking free from the rat race. Why smart people stay broke. Let me show you something that might make you uncomfortable. Most people, even highly educated and hardworking people, are trapped in what Kiyosaki calls the rat race. And the scariest part? They don't even realize they're in it. Here's how the trap works. You get a job and earn a paycheck, let's say $4,000 a month. You feel good because money is coming in. But then you start buying things. A nicer car because you deserve it. A bigger apartment because you can afford the payments. Maybe some furniture on credit because you'll pay it off quickly. But here's what happens. Each purchase creates ongoing expenses. That car needs insurance, gas, maintenance, and repairs. The bigger apartment means higher rent, utilities, and furnishing costs. The furniture comes with monthly payments and interest charges. Suddenly, your $4,000 income is spoken for before you even receive it. So what do? You work harder. Maybe you get a promotion or a second job. Your income increases to $5,000 a month. But instead of getting ahead, you upgrade your lifestyle again. Bigger car, nicer apartment, more stuff. The cycle repeats, but now with higher stakes. This is why you can meet people earning $100,000 a year who are just as financially stressed as people earning $40,000. They're running faster on the same wheel, but they're still trapped in the same cycle. But here's the good news. Once you understand the game, you can choose not to play it. Adam, our teacher from the beginning, broke free not by earning more money, but by changing the rules entirely. Instead of buying liabilities that drained his money, he started buying assets that fed his money. The question is, are you ready to step off the wheel? The million-dollar distinction: assets versus liabilities. This is the most important lesson in the entire book, and it's so simple that most people miss it. Ready? An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. That's it. But this simple distinction separates the wealthy from everyone else. Let me show you what real assets look like. Here are some examples. 1. A rental property where tenants pay you $1,500 monthly rent while your mortgage and expenses only cost $1,200. That's a $300 monthly asset. 2. Dividend-paying stocks that send you checks every quarter. 3. A business that generates profit without requiring your daily presence. 4. Royalties from a book, song, or patent that pay you while you sleep. Now let's talk about liabilities, and this might sting a little. Examples include: 1. Your personal car that costs you insurance, gas, maintenance, and depreciation every month. That's a liability. 2. Your credit card debt charging you 18% interest is a massive liability. 3. Even your primary residence, if you live in it and it costs you mortgage payments, taxes, and maintenance without generating income, technically, that's a liability too. Wait, I know what you're thinking. But my house is an investment. Here's the thing. Your house might appreciate in value over time, but if it's costing you money every month and not generating income, it's still a liability in terms of cash flow. Rich Dad's rule was simple. If it doesn't put money in your pocket monthly, it's not an asset. Here's the wealth-building secret. Wealthy people buy assets first, then use the income from those assets to buy the luxuries they want. Poor and middle-class people buy liabilities first, then struggle to afford assets. Adam understood this. Instead of upgrading his car, he bought his first rental property. The rental income eventually paid for a nicer car, but the asset came first. Let me give you a quick test. Look at your last 3 major purchases. Did they put money in your pocket or take money out? Be honest. This simple awareness is the first step toward building real wealth. The goal isn't to never buy anything you enjoy. The goal is to build enough assets that their income can afford your liabilities without touching your primary income. That's when you know you're winning the money game. The education gap. Why school doesn't teach wealth? Here's a question that might make you angry. You spent 12 to 16 years in school learning algebra, history, and literature. But how many hours did you spend learning how money actually works, how to budget, how compound interest can make you rich or keep you poor, how taxes affect different types of income? Probably zero. And this isn't an accident. Our education system was designed during the industrial age to create employees, not entrepreneurs. It teaches you to work for money, but never how to make money work for you. It prepares you to be financially dependent on a job, not financially independent through assets. Rich Dad taught Robert that there are 3 types of income, and most people only know about one. First, there's earned income, money you get from a job. This is taxed at the highest rates and stops when you stop working. Second, there's portfolio income, money from stocks, bonds, and paper assets. Third, there's passive income, money from real estate, businesses, and royalties that flows whether you work or not. Here's what's crazy. The wealthy focus on portfolio and passive income because they're taxed at lower rates and don't require trading time for money. But school only prepares you for earned income, which is the most heavily taxed and least scalable form of wealth building. Financial education isn't just about investing. It's about understanding cash flow, reading financial statements, knowing the difference between good debt and bad debt, understanding how taxes work, and learning to identify and manage risk. These skills allow you to see opportunities that others miss and avoid traps that others fall into. Adam's transformation started when he admitted he knew nothing about money and committed to learning. He read books, took courses, found mentors, and practiced with small investments. The knowledge he gained was worth more than any raise he could have received at his teaching job. The beautiful thing about financial education is that it's never too late to start. Whether you're 25 or 55, the principles work the same way. The question is, are you ready to become your own financial teacher? The Mindset Revolution, changing your money story. Your relationship with money isn't just about numbers. It's about the stories you tell yourself. And most of us inherited money stories that keep us broke. Poor Dad's story was filled with fear. Money is the root of all evil. Rich people are greedy. We can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich Dad had a completely different story. Lack of money is the root of all evil. Rich people solve problems and create value. How can we afford that? Money is a tool for creating freedom and helping others. Same world, completely different perspective. Here's what's fascinating. Your money mindset determines your financial actions, and your actions determine your results. If you believe investing is risky and only for wealthy people, you'll never invest. If you believe debt is always bad, you'll never use good debt to buy assets. If you believe you're not smart enough to understand money, you'll never learn. But when you change your mindset, everything changes. Instead of saying, "I can't afford it," you ask, "How can I afford it?" This simple shift opens your mind to possibilities. Instead of avoiding risk, you learn to manage risk intelligently. Instead of working harder for money, you work smarter to make money work for you. Adam's biggest breakthrough wasn't learning about real estate or stocks. It was changing his belief about what was possible for a teacher earning $45,000. He stopped seeing himself as just a teacher and started seeing himself as an investor who happened to teach. That identity shift changed everything. Here's your mindset challenge. For the next week, catch yourself every time you have a negative thought about money. Instead of "I can't afford that," ask "How could I afford that?" Instead of "Investing is too risky," ask "How can I learn to invest safely?" Instead of "I'm not good with money," say "I'm learning to be great with money." Your mind is the most powerful wealth-building tool you have. Are you using it to create limitations or possibilities? Your 90-day wealth-building action plan. Okay, enough theory. Let's get practical. Here's exactly how to start your financial transformation in the next 90 days, using the same steps Adam followed. Days 1 to 30, Financial Foundation. First, you need to know where you stand. Spend 1 hour this week tracking every dollar or any other currency you earn and spend. Use an app, spreadsheet, or even a notebook. Just track it all. This awareness alone will change your behavior. Adam discovered he was spending $200 monthly on coffee, takeout, and subscriptions he forgot about. Next, calculate your net worth. List everything you own and everything you owe. Don't worry if it's negative, most people's is. The goal is awareness, not judgment. Adam started with a negative $8,000 net worth, but knowing the exact number motivated him to change it. Then, build a $1,000 emergency fund as fast as possible. Sell stuff you don't need. Work extra hours, cut expenses, whatever it takes. This small cushion will prevent you from going deeper into debt when life happens. Adam sold his expensive gym membership, old electronics, and clothes to build his emergency fund in 6 weeks. Days 31 to 60. Education and planning. Now it's time to educate yourself. Read one financial book per month. Start with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, then move to The Millionaire Next Door and The Simple Path to Wealth. Listen to financial podcasts during your commute. Take a free online course about investing basics. Open an investment account with a low-cost broker like Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab. You don't need to invest yet. Just get the account ready. Research your first potential investment, a broad market index fund with low fees. Adam chose a simple S&P 500 index fund for his first investment. Create your wealth-building plan. Decide how much you'll save and invest each month. Even $50 monthly is a great start. That's less than most people spend on streaming services. Set up automatic transfers so the money moves before you can spend it. Days 61 to 90. Taking action. Make your first investment. Start small, maybe 100 or 500. The amount matters less than starting. Adam invested his first $200 in an index fund and felt terrified and excited at the same time. That feeling means you're growing. Start exploring additional income sources. Could you freelance your skills, sell products online, rent out a room or parking space? Adam started tutoring online for an extra $300 monthly, which became his investment fund. Begin researching your first major asset purchase. If you're interested in real estate, start looking at properties in your area. If you prefer stocks, research individual companies or REITs. The goal isn't to buy immediately, it's to start learning the market. Track your progress weekly. Celebrate small wins like paying off a credit card or reaching your first $500 in investments. Adam kept a simple chart on his refrigerator showing his debt decreasing and investments increasing. Visual progress is incredibly motivating. The compound effect. Here's what happens when you follow this plan consistently. Small actions compound into massive results. Adam's 200 monthly investments grew to 2,400 in his first year, plus gains. His emergency fund prevented 3 potential debt disasters. His financial education helped him spot his first rental property opportunity. The key is consistency, not perfection. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start and keep going. Every dollar you invest today is working for your future self. The time machine effect. Why starting today changes everything. Let me show you something that will either inspire you or terrify you. The power of time in wealth building. If Adam invests $200 monthly starting at age 28 and earns an average $7,200 monthly and earns an average 7% return, he'll have over $7,525,000 by age 65. But if he waits just 10 years and starts at 38, he'll only have about $245,000. That 10-year delay costs him $280,000. Time is the most powerful force in wealth building because of compound interest, earning returns on your returns. Einstein allegedly called it the 8th wonder of the world. Those who understand it, earn it. Those who don't, pay it. Every day you wait is a day you can't get back. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need to be perfect to win this game. You just need to start and stay consistent. Adam made mistakes. He bought a stock that lost money, he overpaid for his first rental property, and he sometimes forgot to track his expenses. But he kept learning and kept investing, and those small, consistent actions created his financial transformation. Your financial freedom declaration. Right now, you're at a crossroads. You can close this video and go back to your old financial habits, hoping things will somehow get better. Or you can make a decision that your future self will thank you for. You can choose to become financially educated, to build assets instead of liabilities, and to make your money work as hard for you as you work for it. Here's what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Pause this video and take out your phone. Open your banking app and look at your account balance. Really look at it. How does it make you feel? Stressed? Disappointed? Motivated? Whatever you feel, use that emotion as fuel for change. Now, commit to one action from today's lesson. Maybe it's tracking your expenses for 1 week. Maybe it's reading a book. Maybe it's opening an investment account. Pick one thing and do it within the next 24 hours. Small actions create momentum, and momentum creates transformation. Remember Adam's story. 3 years ago, he was exactly where many of you are right now, working hard but getting nowhere financially. Today, he has passive income, growing investments, and the confidence that comes from understanding money. The only difference between then and now was a decision to learn and act. You don't have to do this alone. Subscribe to this channel for more practical financial wisdom that actually works. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson that could change your financial life. And here's something special. Comment below with one financial goal you're committing to achieve in the next 90 days. I read every comment and I'll be cheering you on. Share this video with someone you care about, a friend, family member, or colleague who needs to hear this message. Financial education is a gift that keeps giving, and when you help others improve their financial lives, you strengthen your own commitment to growth. If you want to dive deeper, check out the playlist I've created with more money masterclasses. I've broken down complex financial concepts into simple, actionable lessons that anyone can follow. Your financial education journey is just beginning. Your financial destiny isn't determined by your past, your current income, or your family background. It's determined by the decisions you make starting today. You have the power to write a new money story, to break free from the rat race, and to build the financial freedom you deserve. This is Prof. Shubil, reminding you that wisdom is only powerful when you act on it. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building the life you deserve.